Hopefully some people will be joining soon. Hello, Murder Drones fan, S2A 2003. Hello. How are you doing? Nice. Can you share this so everyone can see it now? Hi, Ryder. Yeah. Ryder's now a moderator. So if you see any trolls around, you can hide them or deal with them. Because we don't appreciate trolls on this channel. In fact, I hate trolls on this channel. Trolls are the worst. Soloist. Nice. I haven't seen it, to be honest. Hi, Aiden. Yeah, I know it. I know it. I know it's you, Aiden. It says right there. Aiden is now a moderator. Thanks, Blaze. It seems more convenient. You're 60. Third. Hi, Ryan. Something that everyone should know is Ryan is one of my favorite people on this platform. I hope Drastic comes along. Zenny and Emberlyn. Yeah, I showed you Emberlyn last night, and you fell in love with her almost immediately. Love at first glance. Has anyone seen the Lego Batman movie? Does anyone remember that scene where he sees Barbara for the first time and it plays that music? That's what I imagine Aiden was like with Emberlyn. No offense, by the way. That's just how I saw it. So if the Sins fight, who would start it? Who would end up in jail? Who would be drunk? And who would end the fight? I think Mammon would most likely start a fight. Who would end up in jail? Not sure. Probably also Mammon. Who would get drunked? Beelzebub. And who would end the fight? Lucifer. Lucifer would definitely end the fight because he's the Allfather of hell. I saw the Lego Batman movie in theaters. I absolutely loved it. How's everyone doing today? Yeah, I like Zenny with it more than Emberlyn because I'm more used to seeing Vanny or their clones without hair specifically. If there was Angel version of the sins, that would be the 7 heavenly virtues. There's humility, diligence, patience, temperance, chastity, charity, and one other I forgot. Kindness. Kindness, that's the last one. Yeah, it is in Lego Dimensions. It's a story pack. Is Euroc Olivia a is she like Gwen in the sense that she's a clone? She's the one with the purple gloves. Purple gloves. I know another character that wears purple. Which one of the I'd say, Ryder, you're probably Diligence. Which is it's the opposite of sloth. I'm sorry if you hear anything in the background. That's just my demented brother. Like Vanny with different colored eyes. Two different colored eyes, or just both of them are the same color, but it's a different color. Not like heterochromia. Is that the same? From how would they? I'm not sure because I haven't seen like multiverse like Hell of a Boss things. Okay, question: which one do you prefer, Has Been or Hell of a? I like Hell of a Boss a lot more. I saw a new a thumbnail for like a new look at the upcoming short next month. Should be on Saturday next month. Or next week basically. It's not Moxie facing Crimson, it's Moxie facing a mob boss, and he's probably gonna get flashbacks to his life with Crimson. Crimson needs to die, honestly. That's the thing that's one of the reasons I'm not a fan of season 2, because that's where everything like my beloved Hellhound Queen. Yeah, Luna is beautiful. Emberlyn is my bunny girlfriend, so is Zenny. Yeah, Zenny's a hybrid of 4 different creatures. Yeah. Hi, Ryan, again. Yeah, I would probably skip over season 2 because I never seen... That's okay. If you've never seen it, that's fine. If you don't like it, that's fine. But if you hate on it for the fun of it, then I don't like you. I hate people that just hate for the fun of it. Okay, does anyone know the character Conquest from Invincible? Type 1 if you know who Conquest is. Let your inner Beelzebub. Yeah. So your C is just Nisa. Unless she's a maid. Oh, okay. You know, Jurassic also made an OC of me called Vane. Invincible Peak Show. I haven't seen it. I've really just seen clips of it. I'm kinda like Bendy, Mr. Puzzles, and Mario. Oh, the hat. Now I get it. Now I get it. I was like, where'd the Mario part come from? The hat. Of course. But yeah, my point about Conquest is he loves hurting people just for the fun of it. That's exactly what I compare Hell of a Haters to. If they don't have actual valid points and they just hate on something for the sake of it, those are the people I hate. I don't even like criticism in general, especially harsh criticism. The worst criticism is when they genuinely want to hurt the actors. Some people say that. I don't know how to make that work, though. Conquest makes... imagine how Frag's gonna go. Imagine how much more vicious Frag is. I will say, I've seen the entire, like, Invincible versus Conquest fight, and that's actually what I was sort of basing Vanny versus Destoroyah off of. It's like, I'll give you some lore about Destoroyah. He's half kaiju, half... Oh, hi. Hi, Asher. Hang on. Oh yeah, the train scene. Oof. Hi Asher, how you doing? Hello. How are you doing? More of a yeah, they're filming the new Spider-Man in Glasgow. On uh Mellow's cute. She's cute in both forms. I take it she's a hybrid as well. Is Mellow a hybrid? Just like Zenny? The boys. I haven't seen it, but all I hear about is like how evil Homelander is. As well, okay, have any of you seen recently? Mellow is okay. Have any of you seen recently the recent like surge in popularity for The Incredibles, mainly focused around one character called Gamma Jack, and he's being. I haven't seen it. I'll check it out later. If you just half wolf, half bunny, half monstrous nightmare. I can't remember what I was saying that you're responding to, Asher. What was I saying? Hang on. Uh, um, I can't remember. Lego the Incredibles. Yeah, I that was actually the Lego the Incredibles was actually the first Lego game I actually 100%ed. It's a pretty easy game. I do like that they included a lot of characters in it, and most importantly, the Pixar characters. Like that's probably one of the best parts, even if some of them don't do much. I love just getting to see like all the cool like superheroes. I wasn't aware of Gamma Jack's true intentions. For anyone who doesn't know, he prioritizes saving beautiful looking women first. I have an Xbox as well, Xbox Series X. I really hope Jurassic joins. Child shows fanboys. I've never seen that. Well, I think I caught a glimpse of it one time, but I don't know. It's not for me. I might say something controversial here, but I'm not the biggest fan of Nickelodeon. Granted, there are some things I like. Like I like what is it? You know Rango's a Nickelodeon movie? I like Rango. Rango's an underrated movie. Who wants to hear my impression of Rattlesnake Jake? Type 1 if you want to hear my impression of Rattlesnake Jake. Yeah. You want to hear my impression? Okay. Okay, let me get into character. I haven't seen it in. Okay, just give me a moment. I need to get into character. One bullet. I tip my hat to you. One legend to another. What was that you said? Pretty soon no one will even believe you ever existed. How was that? Yeah, Rattlesnake Jake's awesome. I was wondering what people were meaning when they compared him to Death from Puss in Boots, but then I saw someone's video saying like how you can keep acting all like tough and everything, like you're unstoppable, but then someone bigger comes along and they just show you how weak you are. It's like it's like if the Lego Batman movie was more serious because that had like the most egotistical, hilarious version of Batman. It's like if Doomsday came along and just was like, "Honey, where's my super suit? What? Where is my super suit? I think you do pretty good impressions as well. That's the same. Yeah, Samuel L. Jackson. Nick Fury. This is only my second live stream. My Zenny impression's good. Yeah, this is what I sound like when I'm doing Zenny. #1 movie. Yeah, I haven't seen it. I actually haven't seen any Tarantino movies. I have Inglorious on a DVD, but I haven't watched it yet. But yeah, Aiden, this is what my Zenny voice sounds like. It's really, really relaxed. Feminine. Sorry, it's okay. That's more my fault for doing it way sooner. I think you did Syringin pretty good. I can do it too. Wait, hang on. Bad guy. What the bad guys? I prefer if they made sequels to the bad guys. I feel like they're only gonna make one more because I feel like they're gonna have the big death metal centipede from the books, Dread Overlord. I think they're gonna have him as the main villain of the third movie, and I feel like that's where it's gonna end. Which yeah, I mean, yeah, the sequel is great. I honestly prefer the first one more because I've watched that one like 19 billion times. Sometimes I was even just watching it just to see Diane. Me and Zenny reminds me of me, IRL, and Portia. Yeah, Portia's adorable. I love to see. Yeah, I loved it too. I'm telling you, you don't know. That's the first time I ever experienced genuine anger in a theater when I saw what they were gonna do if they didn't listen, expose my wife. I genuinely gripped the chair in front of me so hard, I think I could have cracked it if I pushed harder. Yeah, and there's apparently a thing about the sequel being against AI. They have like an anti-AI message. I don't think I honestly strong dislike for. I'm kind of passive aggressive towards her. If I'm imagining myself as Zenny, like looking at her kind of like a big sister kind of a person, because Zenny is just the most forgiving person ever. I mean, heck, the whole thing with Sir Data Dude. He literally, her trying to help him, made him sacrifice himself, and all for nothing because Geigen got to her anyway. I went over this in the first stream. How I thought he was gonna be in. Zenny is my best girl. I'm really glad you like her. Fun fact: Aiden is the first person to actually say they have a crush on Zenny. The second person was Christopher Wiley, or at Christopher Wiley, also known as Christopher Morningstar. Christopher Morningstar was the second person to have a crush on Zenny. Yeah, I'm gonna be 19. Funny how I'm 18 and I don't even feel like I am 18. I just still feel like a teenager. Oh, I'm glad you like her too. I'm just really glad that turns. Congratulations. I sometimes forget that some of us are like probably older than we think. So you're. Yeah, I sometimes forget that like some of us are older than we think, older or younger than we. 13. Yeah, I think I remember some of our friend. Hi, Roboto. Yeah, Asher. I think I remember some people making a birthday post for you, and it said you were 13. Hi, Roboto. Shout out to Roboto, by the way. He makes amazing Minecraft statues. He made Zenny, and he also made Wyatt. Yeah, I mean adult next. Oh my god, that's amazing. You have a mustache? Is it like a small mustache though? Yeah, I have a bit of a small mustache as well, but I don't really like it. That's the annoying thing about like facial hair is the more you like try to get rid of it, it just keeps coming back stronger. But on the topic of a mustache, there's a small detail in Rango that some people might not notice. Rattlesnake Jake actually has a small little pattern on like his lip, on his scales. They actually kind of look like a mustache. 10.8K. Congratulations, man. Oh my god. I'm at like 1.40K? I can't remember. Oh yeah, Zach Galifianakis. How many other things have I seen him in? He was Joker in. Kind of. As I look like Alden Ehrenreich. Female. I'm at 458. Everyone should subscribe to Asher. Want to help him get to 500 and hopefully can reach 1K. Everyone subscribe to Ryan McBain as well. Ryan McBain's just the best. Sky from Bob Troll, Luna from Hellbot, Dan from Lee from 2x2, Porsche, and Jen. I really love Jen. Yeah, and you actually kind of made Zenny look a bit more original rather than me, who basically just replaced Luna's eyes and ears with Vanny's ears. It was the same for Jen back in the. Wait, hang on. Okay, I'm clear. Just my there's people still in my house, so this is gonna be like a bit awkward. I just hope you can't hear my brother in the background. He sounds like an elephant seal. He sounds like a seal barking. Yeah, you were you had 1K on your old channel. You're almost there. You're almost at 1K. I don't know if I can do that right now, Roboto, because I don't want to end the stream. I don't really know how to. This is only my second time. Why is everyone saying lol? I can't remember what I said. What did I say something? I can't remember. I have the memory of a goldfish. I have goldfish brain. My 2 brain cells are barely functioning on enough fiber. I don't know how it works. I just say random stuff just for the sake of it. So I've seen about how many movies have you all seen this year? I've seen about 4. 4 in theaters. Saw a Minecraft movie, How to Train Your Dragon, Jurassic World Rebirth, and The Bad Guys 2. There's only one left for me this year, and that's Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Hi, Aiden. You've seen about 9? My god. Superman and Jurassic. Nice. Hi, Wyatt. Wyatt's now a moderator. I saw that yesterday morning at my grandparents' place. Dogman and Minecraft. So basically the same as me, except you didn't see Jurassic World. You know who else has the memory of a goldfish? My mom. That's my impression of Muscle Man. Oh, you also seen Jurassic World Rebirth. Yeah, I actually have the Distortus Rex figure. Weapons, Superman, I guess 2, Wolfman, Feather. That's a lot. Oh, man. Yeah, the last one I'm going to be seeing this year is FNAF 2. But I'm going to be bringing a friend along with me to see it. Because it's actually the same one I brought to see a Minecraft. I've never seen regular. I've only seen like one episode of regular show. The D-Rex figure is pretty worth it. I was initially gonna wait for the smaller one that came with a raft, but it was taking forever, and I just gave in. It's bigger than my Red Death figure. I was Roxanne. Yeah, I feel like we might. I feel like Security Breach is too big of a thing to be in a movie. Okay, I have an idea. Okay, who would you cast as Vanny in the FNAF Security Breach movie? If you want a different act, if we needed, or who should be the voice if we're not gonna do Elizabeth Lale as the voice? Hi, Michael and Bolt. I'm trying to think like who would have a good voice for Vanny. Other than me, not me. Like I mean, actual Vanny, like the actual psychotic woman in a. Because I don't think Elizabeth Lale would be great with voice work, and besides, I think because Vanny and Vanessa have two different voice actors in the game. Oh yeah. I would absolutely love if they made like Helva Boss action figures. Margaret Qualley. I've never seen that actor, but I've never even heard of her, so uh what would be what makes that think that's a good choice for Vanny? Every time I think of that name, I just think of me. You've never watched Helva? It's probably for the best since you're young. So, but you've seen my Helliverse AU, have you? John John Goodman John Goodman is Freddy, and those are actually pretty good castings. Those are pretty good castings. Then he would. I was thinking Jenna Ortega, to be honest, because Jenna Ortega's done voice acting. She was in Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous. That was just my ideal voice actor for Zenny. I've said a lot of times of all the OCs are like the characters that don't normally speak. Jason Lee should be Gigan. Destroyer would be Jeffrey Dean Morgan, definitely. By the way, yeah, I've been meaning to make like a test for that. Like it's almost like a pilot episode for the. It's not even gonna be in the Helliverse anymore. It's gonna be outside in like a completely different universe. Don't worry, the things are staying intact because I can't think of anything else. Don't worry, Vanny and Glitch Trap are still gonna be like brothers. Any? Yes, I love it. I love it, Aiden. Thank you. I could genuinely be a voice actor. I just rather wouldn't because like you gotta go through a lot of teaching for it. Have you heard of which Ultraman are we talking about? Are we talking about the Japanese superhero or the Superman clone? I'm joking. I know which Ultraman you're talking about. Yeah, I've heard of him. I mean, I'm not a big fan, but like, I realized someone I can't remember. Oh no, it was a Cameron. That was his name. He brought up the idea of like using Ultraman kaiju, and I basically facepalmed. I was like, "Oh my god, they could have been perfect minions." Because Ultraman, he has so many kaiju. Too many for me to even name. And a Red King, there's Twin Tail, Gamora. Yeah, he's like the. We saw that right. Yeah, I saw them. Gamora. He's like the most famous Ultraman kaiju. He's like the most. You know what I haven't seen? I haven't seen Ultraman Rising. Same thing with K-pop Demon Hunters. I haven't seen that either. We've been going for 30 minutes. My first live stream was 4 hours. I don't even know how I was going for 4 hours. Seeing that movie, Ultraman Rising or K-pop Demon Hunters, because I know you've seen K-pop Demon Hunters. I saw a post that said, "Guess what I'm watching," and my first instinct was K-pop Demon Hunters. Then he looks, yeah, she actually really does. Yeah, I've seen Pacific Rim. I've seen both of them. I don't know why the sequel is so hated. I will say that the Mega Kaiju at the end of the second one, that went out with a bang. Like that was probably the most creative way to kill off the villain. Using the main weapon to basically body slam it. Yeah, I've heard of Gamera. One of Gamera's most disturbing enemies is Jiger. If you don't know what who Jiger is, I'm pretty sure Jiger is also called Monster X because that's just a name they keep using. Jiger basically tried to implant. I don't like when I have to. Yeah, Neil's getting a bit. Mr. Mahan is getting a bit too nosy, if you ask me. Come on, you know that one image of Neil? Just look at his smile and tell me that that doesn't look a bit suspicious. Why do almost all CEOs just have that one smile on their face? Like it's that really eerie smile. You know what I'm saying? That movie. What, Pacific Rim Uprising? I like both your drawings of Zenny. If I disappeared, all you supporters of Zenny, you have like full access to her. You can do whatever you want with her. She basically goes into public domain. Yeah, actually, your drawing was good as well. Favorite MCU movie. There's a lot to choose from. There's way too many to choose from, to be honest. I did like Thunderbolts. That one was great. Guiron the knife head. Oh, he was actually in Guiron was actually in Zenny is my main girl. Yeah, Guiron. He's actually in the Helliverse AU. I just haven't done anything with him yet. He was there briefly at the end of the crossover. He's one of Vox's like henchmen. The Incredible Hulk. I actually forget that that's even an MCU movie. And I mean, more things as well. I hate the 100 chat limit. 100 chat. Oh, 100 chat limit. Is that what you were trying to say? Okay. Yeah, I don't think I'm ever gonna have like 100 people in this chat. Because I'm not really that big. I really hope Jurassic joins, because I don't want him to miss out on this one. I haven't seen I haven't seen either of them. Neil Mohan. His name's pronounced Mahan, not Mohan. Yeah, he is an evil person. I feel like all CEOs. Every CEO is evil. Every CEO is just water news, minus the kidnapping children. If that age verification crap still went on, people would be getting kidnapped every day. Yeah, I wasn't keen on the idea of Zenny having that, but then I remembered Luna's friend that we see at the end of Sinsmas. DreamWorks. No, he's good. He's good. I'm talking like David Zaslav, Bob Iger. The very You got lucky. You definitely got lucky. It didn't affect me because I actually changed my location. I'm currently set in Brazil, so I pretty much dodged it. Hopefully. Besides, it's getting a lawsuit anyway, so heh. DreamWorks live action. There's only one. I pray they make live action The Croods and they bring back Nicolas Cage. If they bring back Nicolas Cage, to do live action The Croods, that would be legendary. Because then he can do all the memes again. I call it a rug. Rhymes with grug. I call it public domain. Because it rhymes with grug. Yeah, exactly. I call it Danny Dadadoo. Rhymes with grug. I don't. Is the grug meme dead? Because I don't care if it's dead. I still love it. Hot take. I don't think she would actually look that hot and I don't think she'd look that attractive in live action. The Stringer Dragon. I don't know the Stringer Dragon because I haven't seen the live action. The spectacular. Is that the stage show? Aiden, is that the stage show? I feel like they should give bad guys a little bit of time before they decide to do that. They should live action Shrek. Live action Shrek. Imagine Shrek in live action. As a matter of fact, yeah, that's okay. As a matter of fact, there was actually a live action Shrek in this one Netflix thing that also had Mike Myers, and it was a. I don't want live action. Yeah, I feel. Yeah, that would definitely destroy it. Look, Road to El Dorado. What about that one? Or is that one based on the true tale? Ooh, that's an interesting one. That one could actually look good. I feel like they would redesign Galaxar, who used to be one of my favorite DreamWorks films, but ever since I made that one video featuring him, I've despised him because I've ruined him. He spoke so slowly. It was so deep. It was almost like this. I ruined that character. He spoke so slowly and was barely. Then again, that was back using the text-to-speech stuff, so what should I expect? I feel like they would redesign the character slightly. Ooh. Yeah. By the way, the robot probe is actually a quadruped. It actually has 4 legs. It doesn't have 2 legs. It uses like 4 legs to like crawl across the ground. You have a huge crush on Ginormica. Emphasis on huge. Get it? Because she's massive. You know what I wish? I wish when the video goes out, I wish that you could still see the chat going. Because it might just sound weird when I'm just talking. Yeah, I'm not I used to love Monsters vs. Aliens, but I kind of ruined it for myself by making that video featuring Galaxar. Like, why does it even exist? Are there aliens? Are there aliens in that version? I mean, then again, the aliens can make a lot more. By the way, you know, in the entire time I've been making these videos, there's only been one Disney character. And it was the aliens from Chicken Little. Oh god, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh, I need that image out of my head. Oh! Live action Over the Hedge. Imagine they get Thomas Hayden Church to be the Verminator again. Funny how Thomas Hayden Church, the year before Dogman live action. I'm gonna hurt a lot of your feelings. I didn't really like Dogman. A live action strike. I haven't seen any of this. I haven't seen any of the Trolls movies, and I'm not. Oh hi, hi Shadow. You know, Dogman has a statue. Nice. No, please no, not the B movie. Not the B movie. Oh my god, that movie gets worse for me over time. And oh, Flushed Away. You couldn't pay me to watch that. God no. Am I that funny? Yeah. Every time I try to be serious in my house, everyone just laughs. I'm just a clown, to be honest. I mean, you know why? You know why animals? Live action shark. The fish already look like people. Oscar the fish. Oh gosh. I feel like technically the claymation. I feel like they shouldn't do claymation live action remakes. That's just weird. That's just, because it's already sort of live action. That moves my childhood. Yeah. When I first saw it, I was genuinely like unsettled. It was this. Oh my. There was like this disturbing like live action Wallace and Gromit, and it's like something you'd find from like I don't remember his name, but it's the guy that makes the really weird like media. Pacific Rim. I gotta make a movie called Lego Pacific Rim like right now. Okay, take your time, Shadow. I really want to see the live act. I really want to see the Plants vs Zombies movie by DreamWorks. Oh God, no, 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 no. That's where we draw the line. That's where we draw the line with live action. Yeah, Blaze, what is it? What do you want to ask, Blaze? Yeah, Can you? I don't know, because I only have one YouTube splash and I don't really look at it. Yeah, I'm happy that they're making a live action How to Train Your Dragon 2. They need to recast Jimon Hunsu as Drago, because literally that's the only person I can imagine doing him in live action. Because no one else can do that voice. Literally. I'm gonna admit something. I'm absolutely terrified of snails. So live action Turbo would be a big no-no. I'm so terrified of snails and slugs. Oh no. I'm not sure if you can watch a YouTube splash. I feel like you should morely just dry it. As I've gotten older, I know just to be calm around a bee. Just don't move at all. It'll leave you alone. The thing is, we all just assume we're allergic, and then, you know, you like jazz? That's probably the only good thing to come out of that movie. Did you know Monster vs. Aliens was loosely based on a book? Same thing happened with Home. Fear of bees, yeah. I feel like we all have a fear of bees. Yeah, Monster vs. Alien was slightly loosely based on a book. I can't remember what it was called, but it wasn't Monster vs. Alien. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna try and see Sonic 4 because I didn't get to see Snaffle thing. That's like that blue and orange one, isn't it? Yeah, I didn't get to see Sonic Free in theaters. I saw the other two in theaters. Ooh, live action. I'm gonna be honest. I actually cried at the ending of the Wild Robot. God, that's how Anna Kendrick. Nah, I think Aquafina should be. I'm just imagining Aquafina as Amy Rose, and it's so funny. I know that would definitely make a lot of people. That would definitely make the Aquafina haters angry. But you know what? Screw the Aquafina haters. I love Aquafina. She's like one of my favorite actresses of all time. And I still haven't gotten around to writing that letter to her. Which Sonic movie was your favorite? I like the third one the most. It goes third, first, second. Does anyone know the character Eggman Negative? I'm not saying it how it should be. But you know Eggman Negative. The white mustached Eggman with the different outfit. Not Gerald Robotnik, the other one. Stinger. Oh, you meant Stinger, not Stringer. Yeah, How to Train Your Dragon Live. Live action ants would just be creepy. I feel like they should do heights, bees, a scene from. Oh yeah, that was probably the worst part of the Flash movie. I just don't like when superheroes have to. I just don't like Eggman Nitro. Yeah, but you know the version of Eggman I'm talking about, the one that almost has like the bee stripes going on, the white mustache and like the ski goggles. You know which one I'm talking about? Eggman Negative. Oh, Speed Stinger. Yeah. Speed Stingers are terrifying. I think I think they should get Mark Hamill to be Eggman Negative because I feel like he could bring a great performance to that. Instead of just getting Jim Carrey again, they should get Mark Hamill. Because even though like I know Mark Hamill's at like a he's quite a good age. As in like he's quite old. I think he's like 70. So I feel like he would but I feel like he'd bring it more with his dialogue. And I could just see him pulling off the part. Besides, it's an alternate universe version of Eggman, so he can look different. Then again, apparently then again, almost all the apparently almost all male fear bully. Yeah, bullies suck. Bullies absolutely suck. Yeah, I know it's spelt like that. I'm just not trusting. Then again, I can definitely all trust you, but like for anyone else like who watches this after I'm done, I'm not trusting. So yeah, I don't have a Prime account, so I probably won't be watching Has Been Hotel anytime soon. Besides, I prefer Hell of a Boss over that. Has been kind of tarnished for me. But besides, Hell of a Boss is on YouTube. I can watch it anytime I want. I've been meaning to. I've been meaning to. Yeah, yeah, Blaze. That's exactly why I'm not saying uh his name how it should be because I'm just not trust. Yeah, there's kind of people I don't like. I was introduced to what I call hell of a boss Puritans. Basically, people that are gonna slander at as me because I'm doing weird stuff. But you know what? Screw the Puritans. Screw the haters. Because we're allowed to like what we want. Mega. It just I like calling him Eggman Negative, but yeah, Mark Hamill as Eggman Negative. I pray to God to end the Shadow series. Please, please give us Rouge the Bat. I swear, if they don't give us Rouge the Bat, I'm gonna be angry. So, oh yeah, I forgot he's I forgot he skips from. Yeah, he's Joker. Joker's where I'm thinking mostly. Battle for Dream Island. I haven't seen that. I did see the thumbnails a lot of the time. Yeah, that's definitely a good idea. They should. I've actually seen all episodes of Amazing Digital Circus. I honestly, okay, I know there's a massive Jax hate base going on, but I'm not part of it. Like this is genuinely just my. I have no sympathy for Jax. He may have something going on, but I have no sympathy for him after the last episode. So I'm not gonna miss him. He was kind of grinding my gears a little bit. That's like the same thing with like Stella and Hell of a Boss. She really grinds my gears because she really just loves rubbing it in. She basically slash you all over and then start rubbing salt into your wounds. That's exactly the kind of character I hate. The ones that just keep rubbing it in. Which is Astrobot? I've never heard of Astrobot. Gummy Goo. There's this line. He wasn't gonna die. He was just gonna become abstracted. DC has different orphan. Yeah. Favorite character is Gummy Goo. I still remember this line from the second episode where like they crash down and then one of them says, "I saw the Reaper wink at me." That line's been living in my head rent free. I've been meaning to use it somewhere. What did you? I don't know. I never really thought about that. Astrobot. You have a PS5. Jeez. I have a Xbox. We're in HNN. What's HNN? Aiden, what's HNN? Oh, Halloween. Do you mean those are? Sure. If you like that stuff, and I mean, I haven't seen it. I'll just stick with the FNAF movie. If my mom actually allowed me to get like a lot more plush, I would definitely be hunting down that Nightmarium plush from Jazzwares. Yeah, I agree, but if Aiden likes that stuff, we should respect that, okay? Halloween Horror Nights. Okay, that's what I was thinking. Can someone mention Drastic in a post saying that I'm live right now? Because I really don't want them to miss this. He missed my first one, and I really don't want to miss it again. If someone could do that for me, that'd be really swell. Okay, thanks. If I'd be a Dirksen. Yeah. I have this vision. Thanks, Blaze. I have this vision. Okay, so do you respect my opinion to keep Flumbo as a villain? Because I've villainized him from day one. Even though he was a hero in the end, I just can't get the idea of him being a villain out of my head. Besides, he looks like he would be a villain. Flumba, yeah. Of all the characters in Your Hamlet, nice. All the characters in when it comes down to being how creepy they are, Varzo is definitely the scariest because we didn't know what he was gonna look like. And it turns out he was a hyena. Scariest part is that he talked. How do you? It's you learn. You kind of learn along the way. As a matter of fact, if you have an Xbox or anything or console, it's the first one's free on Xbox. You can actually play the original. You can actually play the original game on Roblox. There's a complete like full on recreation of it. He looks like one of the hanging. He looks like it looks like Ed. He looks like Ed. No, I feel like he's more like Bonsai. He's basically like a more sinister one. In all honesty, in oh, wasn't how I feel like my sister would be crazy. Yeah, my sister's like 16 and she's still Phillips. I haven't actually. Miss Mimicker looks like yeah, she is a lemur. Miss Mimicker is actually a lemur. It also wouldn't matter like who you'd have as a voice actor for because she doesn't seem to have her own original voice. Sonic, Shadow, Knuckles, Moxie, and the Drone, Millie, Astrobot, PD, Killer Bean, and the Tiny. A slow loris, yeah, that thing's poisonous, isn't it? The slow loris is poisonous. I'm pretty sure that's actually what she's supposed to be. When I was watching a playthrough, I actually watched Bandon's playthrough. There was no commentary. I just got to see what was going on. And yeah, at the end, they went into a secret room, and we see the mural for Uni Balloony, which is probably the scariest thing that this game's going to produce. Uni Balloony looks absolutely terrifying. I thought Chef Pigster looked creepy, but no, Uni Balloony's worse. Has any of you seen Buggy Huggy's Garnet Bandman videos? I mentioned it. That would be interesting. Has anyone seen Buggy Huggy's Garnet Bandman videos? Who's your favorite original character from there? Held Boss Spoofing. Nice. My favorite original thing by Buggy Huggy, I definitely have to say Nibbler. He's my favorite. Because if I just want a destructive monster rampaging around, that's my goat. Smiley Miley. Yeah, I think I've seen you talk about Smiley Miley. Like a live action other than American Spec. Jumbo Josh. Yeah, Jumbo Josh was he was like the first character that you'd be aware of because he's the picture for the first game. I actually played Share and Bigger. Yeah. Listen up, partner. Have you ever come in contact with the threat shown on the board? Your Majesty, the jester is loose. What do you... Hang on. Queen Matsuya. Nice. She's also a Vanizon. I feel like you're taking inspiration from me. Queen Mount Celia is really nice. It sucks that she's dead though. Yeah, Jumbo Josh is bigger. I feel like Jumbo Josh's size changes every game. Am I the only one who thinks that? Yeah, I love her too. I feel like Jurassic's about to join soon. But yeah, it sucks that Queen Mount Celia is gone. Because she was so lovely. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, Paimon is Jafar. Oh, what an ugly noise. Keep him Jafar away from me. No, I haven't seen Happy Tree Friends. Yeah, your parents are Puss in Boots and Dulcinea? I don't know how to pronounce that. Dulcinea? I don't know how to pronounce that. Hey Wyatt, glad to see you again. Yeah, I don't watch Happy Tree Friends. I feel like I just saw Jurassic's reply and I don't think that I don't think this hard reboot's gonna be a great idea. In fact, even this reboot in general, whether it's a soft or a hard reboot, because neither of them is gonna have anything related to Has Been or Helva in it, because the hate base, they're on my ass constantly. So yeah, it's god damn it. Jurassic, if you see this, I'm sorry. I'm just tired of the hate base. Hi, Roboto. Yeah, I've heard of Danny's World, never watched it. Yeah, yeah, thank. I'm glad you like it. It's a game. Yeah, I've heard of it. I've never seen a single bit of it. She's in. Zenny's in your profile picture. I'm not really big on like survival games in real life. I'm more of just I just play anything that like kind of piques my interest. Yeah, I thought the D-Rex was like a dark gray. I have a dog, so you're playing gray. No, I don't. Yeah, I'm not into like the adult like sitcom shows. Something except for The Simpsons. The Simpsons the only one that I would actually watch, but Family Guy, South Park, that's just been ruined for me by a certain clown that we're not going to mention. But he's done heinous things. Anyway, let's forget about him because he doesn't even exist anymore. To our knowledge, he's gone. Nice. I can just barely see it. Hang on. Blitz VA. Brandon Rogers. Yeah. He's great. Yeah, I know Italian brain rot. It's basically everywhere. Night in the Woods are under. I'm aware of Undertale. Not so much Night in the Woods. You know what game I could not play? Subnautica. Ironically, though, I do have quite a long playtime of Subnautica Below Zero. Eventually, I just gained bravery and just started attacking. I wasn't into the story. I just built my base and just punched monsters. And then I got Subnautica 1 for Christmas, like 2023, I think. I think it was 2020. Yeah, it was 2023. And I only played it like once because I couldn't change the daylight cycle. I am not facing a Reaper in pitch blackness. Have you seen that thing? Oh my god, it's terrifying. I'm dreading when they release Subnautica 2. Moxie is. A human called me a pothum. I am not a pothum. I haven't played. I've played the Simpsons game. Which, believe it or not, when I played that, that's when I finally learned Homer's name. Yeah. As a kid, I knew Richard Horvitz as Chaos. As an adult, I know him as Moxie. Millie! Hi. I love it. Oh, please don't put anything Subnautica related, because I'm genuinely petrified of just... Okay, the docile creatures I could get behind. The Leviathans, no. Keep them far away from me. Keep anything from Subnautica far away from me, because I am terrified of the ocean. That's probably why Still Wakes the Deep is such a creepy game. Oh god, even the DLC that released. Like I made a post and a short for the anniversary of Still Wakes the Deep, and they literally released a DLC on the anniversary day. How many of you have heard of the game Still Wakes the Deep? It's not an indie horror game. It's kind of like a standalone horror game, but good god, is it creepy. Still Wakes the Deep. It's a... I'll run the basic for it. It's basically Among Us. Well, it's not Among Us, but has anyone... Okay, it's like the game Carrion, but you're on an oil rig, and you are actually the survivor. It's not a reverse horror game. Sorry. Basically, it's also Scottish, so I can relate. You're basically on an oil rig. You're trying to escape from the police by going to this oil rig. And the boss is just an absolute jerk. No, I haven't heard of Chicken Nugget. The boss is just an absolute jerk. He finds out that we're trying to hide. But then they accidentally drill into something. And that's actually the Shape, which is the main antagonist of the game. It's this organism that, like... It's... Basically, it turns you into monsters. And basically, it slowly takes over the oil rig, and it turns all the people working on there into like monsters, but they're still conscious. They just can't do anything. Yeah, they illegally moved his stump. But yeah, and then they released the DLC. I'm sorry. Okay. Bye, Asher. I've heard of Granny. Yeah, I've heard of Granny. I hope Dom joins. I don't like it when people... I'm sorry if I don't respond. It's probably because I'm like probably doing something. Just note, I get PTSD if someone asks me an irrelevant question on my posts. Maybe back in an hour. I've been doing this for an hour. But yeah, I get PTSD anytime someone asks me an irrelevant question on my post, because it reminds me too much of that moron that traumatized me. We're not going to talk about because he doesn't exist anymore. He doesn't exist. He doesn't exist. Besides, if he keeps doing his stuff, he's going to get terminated soon. And don't worry, I'll be keeping an eye out if he tries to fleece any of you guys. I'm not letting him fleece any of you. EA's alarms. Yeah. Hey, Ryan, are you still here? Okay, how many of you have plush? One of my favorites is my IKEA shark. Ryan loves... Yeah, he does. That's one of his favorite characters. Don't judge him for liking that. Do not. I'll admit, I found it was a little... I found it a little weird to begin with, but then, you know what? It grew on me. And you know what? I appreciate it. One of the friends. Okay, I'm glad you're still here. One of friend's mono always help my requests all the darn time. Yeah. If you have plush, what's your favorite plush? Hi Asher, welcome back. What's a plush you really, really want? Because I think we all know which one I want. That's the Diane U2s. If I don't, you have a Judy Hopps? That's nice. I have a Jen plush, which I think you all know because I've shown pictures of her. Oh my god, if I have the Diane plush, yeah, Zen. I feel here's the thing though, because she's just a combination. If it's just my design of Zenny, I feel like it wouldn't get approved because she's literally just Luna with Vanny's ears and eyes. But I feel like your design would actually get approved because it's a lot more original. I have a Catnap plush as well. I actually have two. One of them's official and the other one's from Hallmark, and it's based off his cartoon design, but it's really, really ugly looking. I have a lot of FNAF plush. If I ever manage to get popular enough, I will try to get like a makeshift or definitely not a U2's plush. Or heck, I might even be able to just make. Well, then again, I might not be able to, but yeah, yeah. I have FNAF figures too, which I had Jen, Diane, and Luna. You can get Luna plush from like HMV and all that, and you can get a Jen on like eBay or Amazon. But I just hope that bootleg companies are making Diane plush. I will lose my mind if I do not have a Diane plush sitting in my lap during 2026. I will lose my freaking mind. Imagine, I don't. Why would I have to imagine when you're probably gonna do more? You can do as many Zenny drawings as you want. All my friends here, you all have my full permission. You can do whatever the heck you want. Aiden, please give Ryan time. Are you talking about Five Nights with Vanny's? Five Nights with Vanny, I meant. Me and Shadow, are you talking about Five Nights with Vanny? Is it Tom Hanks? Yeah. Ryder, is it Tom Hanks? I don't think Phil looks that bad. Idris Elba. Really? Okay, Ryder, who would you cast as Varza and Clorenzo? Even though Clorenzo doesn't speak. But then again, you gave a voice actor to Jumbo Josh, so. Who would you cast as Varza? Because Varza actually speaks. Clancy Brown. SpongeBob, me boy, where's my money? I just care about their parents' money. That was that impression. I do pretty good impressions. Okay, Shadow. We'll be right here. You can put Zenny in whatever pose you want. Nice. Who would you cast as Sir Dadadoo, Ryan? Probably like Mr. Puppy Paws or something. I can be true. Yeah. Oh, here's another impression incoming. SpongeBob, where are those Krabby Patties? SpongeBob, I really just want to quit this job and live alone for the rest of my life because I hate everything. Yeah, Asher can be Truffletoot. Yes, that's right, Asher. I am Squidward. SpongeBob, one Krabby Patty, please. Mr. Krabs, I quit. You've all seen that one video of me hitting the dab. Dab! And now I can't go anywhere without being harassed by a bunch of fans. Having a fan base isn't that fun. I'm probably gonna watch back on this and I'm just gonna cringe super hard. Because I sound different on video when I'm actually hearing it. Ooh, Vilgax. Oh, I forgot Mr. Puppy Paws got redeemed. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I would also use like Ghost Freak as maybe I don't really know. I would say Ramamba, but you need like a big monster for that. Nice. I have this whole idea of like Zenny like bonding with Kitty because who's just like Kitty's just like in the streets, like I don't know, probably hiding under like a bunch of newspapers or something. Literally living on the street because no one will hire her. Rattlesnake Jake's a good choice, but I feel like Ryder used that choice. I feel like I'd use like um uh um the Screaming Death. If you know what the Screaming Death is from DreamWorks Dragons, Aiden would know what that is. The Screaming Death could also be the Ramamba. You do a pretty good Bitter Giggle voice. What did the train conductor say to the... No. Yeah. No. Yeah. It's... What did the train conductor say to the kangaroo? Hop on! The Alaskan bullworm. Wait, hang on. I think my room's about to get invaded soon. So I might have to mute for a little bit. Suppose then horror. Wait, horror game? I feel like Drastic doesn't like me anymore. Because I'm cutting Has-Been and Helva out of the AU. Yeah, Asher? Sorry, I just had to apologize to Drastic. Oh, we're down to only 3. Tomorrow's the start of September, my birth month. I was born on the 30th of September. That's my birthday. Oh yeah, that is really annoying. I'm actually gonna open my window a little bit because it's really, really hot in my room. I have a small, compact room, but it turns into like a clay oven. Frank Welker. Favorite Mario character? Not sure, to be honest. There's a lot of choices. I like Bowser. I like Bowser. I like villains. I like villains. That was meant to be my Bowser impression. Yoshi's cute. I like him. So remember everyone's reactions to the castings for the Super Mario Brothers movie? Would be... I'm not sure, to be honest. Frank Welker is Clorenzo. Mark Hamill is Varza. Yeah, Mark Hamill would be pretty good as Varza. I think the Mario game I played probably the most would probably be Mario Odyssey, so I'll go with that one. You know, when I had a Switch, I actually managed, Darker Side, like the final level, the really, really hard one. I managed to do that with controller drift. Really bad controller drift, by the way. If you know what controller drift is, by the way. It's where, like, you're not touching anything, but your character just start... I actually played that one, but I had it with Bowser's Fury as well, and, it was pretty fun. We need more, like, open world Mario games. You beat the game? No. I've never really beaten a Mario game. I can't think of any that I actually have beaten. Except for Mario Odyssey and the story mode of... I don't think I even beat the story mode of Mario Maker 2. Because I didn't really care. I just wanted to get all the stuff in it, like the... Yeah, I had Mario Maker 2. Every time I made my own level in Mario Maker 2, the thing I'd always forget is coins. Because they just weren't that interesting to me. So Shrek 5 got delayed till next year. Really? Nice. Yeah, I definitely think Jurassic doesn't like me anymore. At least I have all you guys. As long as I have people that support me, then I'm happy. I cannot. I'm not really sure. I'm not really the biggest fan of the Shrek franchise. The only one I like is the first one. The second one's overrated as heck, and the other two are just bad. Ryder, that was your first spoof, wasn't it? That was your first ever spoof. It was a Shrek spoof. It was Mr. Wolf. I think the reason why Sam Rockwell wants to do the live action bag is because he wants to be Mr. Wolf physically. Good memories. And you were still working on a. Oh yeah, you're a Shrek spoof. It's Doughy. I still remember being so emotionally broken when I saw a whole playthrough of Chapter 4 of Poppy Playtime, because genuinely, like, the fact that we had to kill Doughy, the end, like, we could have reasoned with him, like, if we meant, like, if I haven't, oh, I haven't really checked it out, but I'm pretty sure you casted mm-hmm. Yeah, because Ryan McBain's you're a cat. Ryan the cat. Yeah, if the player could actually talk. But you know the player actually shakes? You can actually see their grab hat cans like shaking. Probably because of how it's mostly evident in chapter 4. Of all the chapters of Poppy Playtime, which one's the best? I think 3 like peaked at like horror and atmosphere. Oh jeez. Hang on. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's official. Drastic doesn't like me anymore. Oh, I thought I was gonna lose him once, but I think I've lost him. I think I've lost Drastic for real now. I just want to escape the Hell of a Boss hate base. They said they survived it longer, but like they asked, like, why can't I? I'm weak. I'm more susceptible to this. If a damn trolling police found me, I'd be dead. I would just quit right on the spot. If one of them plays, even though that may be a little bit true, he still supported me. Cartoon Cat X Kitty Cat. Yeah, that's Besides, I still have the. Who's a menace? Are you talking about Drastic? That's. Now, Drastic has been with. Yeah, Asher? What do you want to ask? Where's Aiden? Oh, God, him. Yeah. If he. It doesn't even matter what his profile picture is. If someone comes up to you in a foreign language asking you if you like South Park or anything, you hide him. Basically, give him the middle finger because we know what he did. He's like, oh, you must watch South Park. South Park is better than anything. I want to kill Erica Harrison. Good. Hate it. Let the hate burn. Yeah. Yep. And no one can enforce the opinion of South Park onto me Because you know what I will do? I will punch Seth MacFarlane live just for him to see. So he could be like, "Why are you doing that?" That's my impression of me mocking him. He thinks I'm stupid. But I can tell he's the stupid one because he keeps asking you the same questions. I can't believe one of his I can't believe he used one of his alts to try and fleece Mason. Yes. Simpsons is the only good one. Besides, South Park's just racist. Yeah, I'm not stupid. I'm smart. Besides, I've seen his community posts, and every single show that he is like, "What's your opinion on this? I like it." I know exactly what he could be. What he could be at any time. He could be Frosty the Snowman. He could be Robbie Rotten. He could be Ted from the movie Ted. He could be Billy the Puppet from Saw. I'm like Lex Luthor because I have a countermeasure for him. I know exactly what I'm gonna do if he strikes again. So if he somehow sees this, I'm on to you. Yeah. Hate-based people should just blow up. But not fire explosion. They just go splatter. That's grim. Anyway, let's stop talking about that idiot. He's the idiot. He's gonna get himself terminated if he keeps just. He's obsessing over me. I just know he keeps sharing my posts, just being like, "Watch South Park. Watch your South Park. Stop watching Helva. Stop watching." He said, "You need to stop hating my show. You need to stop hating Charlie Morningstar." Yeah. But yeah, we know now to let know if we see anyone asking, if we see anyone with any profile picture, any name, all that matters is that they're asking someone in if they like something in a foreign language, or they're gonna upset. Yeah, stupid. I want to punt every character from South Park into an incinerator. No, a wood chipper actually, because that'd be funny. I feel like I'm turning into Joker. Blaze, I'm sorry you have to hear this. I just want to go like. I just want to do like a guys. No, what do you, Blaze? What are you doing? What's wrong? We're not fighting. We're not fighting. We're just agreeing that we hate this show. Besides, South Park's old. It should be canceled. Besides, they said a bunch of messed up crap in there. Hang on, my sister's nagging me. Yeah, I'm just putting out a message. Oh my god. My sister, hang on, my sister's on my ass because my demented brother wants to see me. Okay, everyone stop fighting. Everyone stop fighting. Put the angelic emoji. Put the angelic emoji. Oh my. Give me a moment. Okay, let's stop talking about South Park. South Park and Family Guy's forbidden on this channel. And so are Italians. Okay, okay. Put the angelic emoji if we're calm. Put the angel emoji, the one with a halo above his head. I can't show the... I'll just put an angel emoji if we're calm now. There we go. We're calm now. Calm down. Not talking about Seth MacFarlane. Seth MacFarlane can... I'm not gonna say that. That's a fox. If that's your version of it. Fox is my calm. I know you meant to say calm. Okay, how's everyone doing today? Ryan, are you still here? I wonder if Mason will join. Diane giving... If she gave me the death look, I don't know if I should be scared or if I should just be... Yeah, Mason's good. We saved him from you know who, but yeah, okay, just favorite. Oh, there's a lot of good episodes of Simpsons actually. Simpsons is the one that's never gonna. If that one gets ruined for me, I just don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know. There's too many good ones. I like a lot of the Treehouse of Horror ones. Like I'll watch those even when it's not Halloween. Sometimes they're genuinely scary and disturbing. I've only seen 3 Helluva episodes and the pilot. Wait, episode 1, that was the murder family. I like Homer Simpson. Dope! Donuts. Ah. Yeah, you haven't seen this. You have missed out. Heart. You meant Bart. You meant Bart. Ay, caramba. I'm trying to remember what the second episode of Hello Boss was. Because I know the third episode, that was Spring Broken. That's where we saw Veroska Mayday. The first episode was the murder family. I can't remember the second one. What was the second episode? Can someone Hey, Christopher, hang on. Let me just make our 2 new friends here. Let me just... Can I just call you Cameron? Christopher over here and... Christopher and Cameron, you are now moderators. If any troll comes along, you get rid of him. You saw an alien. No, Cherubs wasn't the second episode. That was like that was the 4th episode. I keep thinking it's like the Antarctic one, but no, that's the second short. Ah, oh, crap, I can't remember. Hang on, I need to do something. I'm gonna go on mute for a second, okay? You're right, Lululand. I remember now. Yeah. Yeah, I like what was the first? Yeah, you and I was trying to remember because I have the memory of a goldfish. I only watched the first 3 episodes, and I've seen the pilot. Yeah, I've heard of Mixels. I remember when that was going around. The fourth episode was the cherubs. Hey, Nitro. Nitro's a moderator now. Oh, that's from Mixels. Yeah, I don't know the name of the character from Mixels. Yeah, you're a moderator now. If any troll comes along, kick him out. I've only had one troll in doing a live stream. I don't know all the names of the Mixels characters, so yeah. Hey Nitro, I think Drastic isn't gonna be friends with me because I'm leaving Hell of a Boss and has been behind in my new reboot. Because I just don't want to deal with the hate base anymore. Nitro? Okay. Yeah, Charlie and Veg, you're beautiful. I just don't have very many strong opinions towards Charlie, and as a matter of fact, like almost all has been characters are just away from the Hellverse AU now, except for Adam and Alistair, because I like those two. You know, Adam's like the first like character in the Hellverse that's actually he's like the first villain that's actually died. Well deserved. Like, well, that's why I actually like him the most because at least he got his karma in the end. Every other Hellverse villain just keeps getting away with it. How are we down to 3? Yeah, Nitro has your dad is Adam? Oh my god. Yeah, Nitro, I don't think Drastic likes me anymore. Nitro, could you talk to him? That would be good, but I don't really include like other like people because like if I do that's why I don't do requests. If I do one request, everyone else is gonna be like seagulls. It'll be like throwing one fry down for a seagull and then every other seagull comes after. That's why I don't do requests. Because I just don't want to get swarmed. Nice. Hey Nitro, can I ask you something? Okay, thanks. Yeah, I just don't want to be dealing with a hate base anymore. That that moron, God, he really did a number on me. Yeah, thank you. Can you talk to Hey Christopher. Yeah, I haven't seen your new post yet. I'm in the middle of this live stream. I'll check out if I can remember. Yeah, Ryan, are you still doing that one with me and Jen? Do you, Christopher? Do you like Zenny? curse my narcolepsy. I feel like I have narcolepsy sometimes. It's just my body fights it a lot. I've heard your RL voice, but really through Writer's Destiny. Oh, nice. I can't wait to hear it, Nitro. Uh, I've only heard your real voice through Writer's Destiny, but I don't. It sounds kind of like me, to be honest. I feel like a lot of us sound really similar. Let's all be real here for a second. My voice for Vanny is way better than that AI voice. Hi, Wyatt. Nice to see you again. Wait, hang on. I have a crush on Kitty Cat from... Honestly, me too. Anne Hathaway is... I mean, don't get me wrong, Christina V is pretty good, but... I mean, from the one episode I've seen her in, and it happened to be the one that irks me the most. I still haven't even finished season 1. Do you reckon the dorks are gonna appear again? Because honestly, the Truth Seekers is definitely gonna be the episode where because I'm like, am I the only one that's really emotionally attached to like the main characters of Hello Boss? That's why like episodes like Mastermind and Truth Seekers, that's where those episodes really irk me, because like I'm seeing these really lovable characters just like in danger. Satan's an ass. Yes, are you going to finish that croissant? If John Cena. Yeah, I've heard your real life voice, Ryan. I even heard it when you were showing off all your drawings of everyone. I still blush every time when you say how cute Zenny is, because that really means a lot to me. Polybuzz. Yeah, I'm just. I think the reason why I really hate Mastermind is because you're just watching a slow drip. It's the worst episode if you're emotionally attached to Luna. Also, I'm pretty sure Satan has a. I'm pretty sure he has a knack for. I think that's his. What makes him tick. I think he likes seeing that stuff. I've heard of My Singing Monsters, yeah. I feel like Satan has an addiction to muzzles. Do you think Satan has a muzzle addiction? Because I feel like that's definitely... Because the fact that he keeps doing it. Damn. Nightmarion really showed him. You know, Nightmarion can actually solo the entire Helliverse. The only thing that could be him is Void Vanny. But even then, Void Vanny would only be able to, like, just send him to his dimension. And Mason Lee. Peanut. And me. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Ryan. That really means a lot. Satan is the worst character ever. He's my least favorite sin. I'm gonna be real here. I'm also not a fan of Asmodeus as much as Asmodeus. Asmodeus, as much as he's a really nice guy, I'm just not big on his whole shtick, you know. You know, what him and Fizzy are doing. Like, their whole business and everything. Also, Ozzy has body hair, and I don't like that at all. No, Nightmarion can theoretically kill gods, so... You made a Sonic version of Vanny? I'll have to check that out. Yeah, we had to. Yeah, I had to differentiate Satan, Wrath, Lucifer, Pride. Keep in mind, Satan's a demon. Keep in mind, Godzilla did basically fight a demon. Destoroyah is the closest thing to a demon. Destoroyah was so evil in the movie. I haven't seen Godzilla vs. Destoroyah, but I know that Destoroyah is evil. In my AU, though, he's basically just fulfilling a duty. Yeah. Yeah, that's something I can agree with. By the way, did you notice Beelzebub is the only hellhound that has different eyes? All the other hellhounds have red eyes. She has more normal looking eyes. But yeah, she's the best sin. That's something I can't disagree with. Yeah, I know, that's... I love how we're god modding Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Yeah. Morningstar, whose side are you on? I don't like when people are god modding things. I mean, unless it's for funny purposes, but like what Christopher here said, that's a bit Should a company make Hell of a Boss action figures? In my opinion, absolutely. Y'all know I'd buy Luna and Blitz because I love him. Oh, absolutely. I'm going to see it. Yeah, she is like forearms. You know who else is like forearms? Syringin. Do you humans ever get easier to look at? The limitations of your bodies disgust me. Forearms just... I mean, Beelzebub... no, Syringin just looks like if forearms and a fishing lure had a child. That's exactly what he looks like. Yeah, can we not talk about killing Luna on here? Can we not? No mentioning of killing Luna. Or Beelzebub. Oh, he's the Grim Reaper. Yeah, don't talk about killing Luna. That's something I don't want to think about. The thing I'm mostly looking forward to when Hell of a Boss Season 3 comes to YouTube, hearing Luna's song. I think people own him. Yeah, that is oh yeah, I hate him too. He killed my mom. I'm like Tony Stark in Civil War when he sees Bucky killing his parents when he was just under mind control. Like, someone's gonna be trying to stop me from killing Syringin, but I'm just like, I don't care. He killed my mom. Charlie isn't an alien. Yeah, I can understand, yeah, even though that one wasn't canon, because I would never, ever kill off Zenny. I only wanted to make that... I don't even know why. Why did I want to make that? I don't know why. I think I just wanted to cry that day. And yeah, I actually did cry while making that. That's probably where my voice acting peaked, to be honest. Now I just sound like Garfield. I can understand why you're really dodgy of like Striker being on the Nightshades, even though like Striker never even killed her. Yeah, I know Bluey. Honestly, I would watch Bluey. I don't think I would put it on for myself, but I would watch it if it was on. I like Bingo. Yeah, it's way better than Peppa Pig. Way better. Oh, it's all nice. Do you think? Really? Okay. Opinion handled. I haven't seen Aaron Black, so I'm gonna say Striker. Besides, Striker's fast. And he has access to angelic weaponry, so Decepticons. Ryder, don't bash him for that. People can like whatever they want. It just depends on the person. Because Asher's a friend. Asher is a friend. Let's say it's the Italian saying that, then we can hate him for it. Yeah, childhood. I can understand that. Honestly, in all honesty, it was my childhood for me as well. It's just aged badly for me. But Ryder, be nice. Because Asher's still he's still our friend. You know what I really appreciate? You know Dom the Multi-Phantom Hellhound? I appreciate his support for me. But I appreciate all your support for me. Whether it be emotional or just in general. Because a few days I don't know, like last week I had this sense of yeah, she does. Canon Stella absolutely sucks. Maya Yu's version of Stella, you can actually like her. Seriously though, why do they have to design the most irritating character in the show? Why do they have to design her like that? There's people outside my house and they're being loud as hell. Do you think we'll see more of Zestiel? You know Zestiel, Asmodeus, and Vortex, they all have the same voice actor. I feel like I'm mean to myself. Like I have a sense of humility. I have a sense of humility because I'm aware that I'm nothing. I'm nothing in this world, to be honest. Like if I was gone, if I died one day, the world wouldn't care. I mean, you would all care because you'd miss me. I don't plan on dying anytime soon. Hey Ryan, are you still here? Thanks, Asher. Again, I really appreciate your support. Yeah, just that title alone, that's just people really need to stop abusing Luna. Like and Hellhounds in general, they just need to stop abusing them. Like why did they get the worst of it? Luna had it the worst during Mastermind. She had it the absolute worst. Because she literally couldn't even say anything. That's the messed up part. She couldn't say her final words to her dad before he gets his head hacked off. Thankfully in the AU. Yeah, I do. I mean, sometimes I forget. Sometimes I forget. Like I get you confused with Alistair sometimes, Christopher. But I do. I just want y'all to know that I'm gonna be I'm gonna be on. I'll have your back all the time when it comes to these trolls on the internet. There's idiots outside my house. They're being loud. We are almost. Hang on. We're 10 seconds away from being 2 hours into this. And now we are 2 hours. Did you speak to Jurassic, by the way, Nitro? By the way, Nitro's a cool name. Nitro itself is just a cool word. Sprunky, I've never really seen it. All I know is that it just gets associated with brain rot. Yeah, 2 hours. And you've been a part of it this time. So I'm glad you're here. I really wanted Jurassic to be here, but I don't think we're friends anymore. I'll still be his friend, but if he doesn't want to be mine, that's fine. I'm not gonna enforce it. Yeah, Wenda's cute. Wenda reminds me of Bambolina. What's your favorite plush that every one of you have? Because I feel like I didn't get an answer when I asked that earlier. I have a lot of favorites. I have my Jen plush, my Vanny plush, my IKEA shark, Mr. Fun Computer. Do you know the Garda Bam Bam plush from Fat Mojo? They feel a lot like Squishmallows. Valen. And Nitro's a cool name anyway, so. You have a Catnap plush? Oh yeah. Christopher. He has a lot to do right now, so please just give him time. He'll get to it eventually. Yeah, I feel bad putting in a request every time because I feel like he's got a lot going on. Garmin and bootlegs. If I was to only, I have a couple of the bootlegs. My Bambolina, Sir Dadadoo, and Stinger Flynn, they're all bootlegs. But if I was to get one of the Buggy Huggy characters, I think you all know which one I would get. It's not Coach Pickles. It's not Hunter Tim or Tall Victor. It's Nibbler, because Nibbler is awesome looking. Can we agree that Nibbler is cool? I really like Nibbler. He's... Yeah, Nibbler. Can I be honest here? The Buggy Huggy Garnabambian videos, they give me motion sickness. Because you're always moving. Yeah. The Buggy Huggy Garnabambian videos, they give me motion sickness because you're constantly moving. It's very un-Bam-Bam-like because you're just standing in... Most of the time, you're standing in one place watching characters talk. So they don't have it. Yeah. I really want some Hell of a Boss plush as well. I feel like if I were to choose between Luna or Blitz, I feel like I'd probably go for Blitz, to be honest, because I love him. I feel like I might be pansexual in a way. Okay, Ryder made a new post, but I'll check that out. Subscribe to Ryder, because he's the GOAT. Also Ryan as well. Ryan's the absolute GOAT as well. And subscribe to Asher as well. Like, everyone should subscribe to each other. Everyone. Are you subscribed to me? Because I'm more than likely subscribed to all of you. Don't know about you, though. They're the best. Yeah. You're the best. I loved your image of Doom Vanny yesterday. I love that. I think that would be probably more for collectors, but I think that would definitely sell pretty well. Steve Austin. I thought you said Steve Irwin for a second. Do you think? So you know how be almost booming. That's a really cute implication, by the way. Be booping your nose. She actually does that to Zenny in A Night with a Queen. B is pansexual, by the way. So you know how in Hell of Boss, if you're a sinner, all the sinners look different. Like Angel Dust is a spider, Husk is a cat, Emberlin's also a cat. Do you think the same applies to like angels? They all look different. Okay, I know Steve Irwin was a great man. Say he went into hell. Do you think he'd look like a stingray? I like to book your nose. I think you mean boop. Book my nose. It's okay. I understand what you were trying to say. Hey, man. Glad to see you're back. I think Ryder's working on parts for his spoof, so... Yeah, I think he's left. Damn you, autocorrect! Gym, nice. I don't really go to the gym, to be honest. Like, if you saw me, if you knew my diet, like, my diet is absolutely terrible. If you saw me, you'd be surprised at how scrawny I am. Oh. Okay, bye, Ryder. I'll check out your post later. Everyone subscribe to Ryder. Everyone. Everyone subscribe to Ryder. He's the GOAT. He's about to reach 1K. I just want to impress him. A rattlesnake. Yeah. I think if Steve Irwin went into there, I think he'd look like a stingray. Because that's how he passed away, wasn't it? Yeah. Ryder's the absolute best. B is an angel. Hey, Nitro, are you still here? Nitro? Drastic just mentioned me, and I don't know what the post is about. I would love to check it out, but... So I've said this to Blaze the first time. How I started this. I just put Vanny and Diane together, and I built lore off of that. Eventually, no, I haven't. Have I? No, I don't think I have. So I basically built off of the lore between these two, how they met, who Vanny's quote unquote parents. But I would look more hellhoundish. I love hellhound. I love the hellhounds. Honestly, any hellhound. Uh-huh. I thought you didn't like me anymore. So. Okay, bye. Bye, Asher. It's gonna get lonely here. Thanks, Blaze. Yeah. Zenny's part hellhound. Okay, Hey, Ryan. Oh, yeah. Yeah, screw Vicky. Yeah, here's the thing. Even though Vicky is really mean, Nightmarion won't kill her because she's a hellhound. He's morally just gonna, like, stab her phone and just kind of give her a warning. He's not above... He's not above... He won't kill her. He's morally just gonna scare her. Nightmarion is like a... Okay, but even if you do, if you're in my Hellverse, just watch out, because I don't even think you'll be able to see Nightmarion coming. You know, when he was bounding towards the rafting to save his family, he broke the sound barrier just by moving. That's how much he was gonna kill Saiyan. At the same amount of speed that doesn't make any... That makes zero sense what I'm saying. What the hell am I even saying? Yeah, I will slap Vicky if I see her again. Besides, she's a poodle. Poodles are just the snobs of the dogs. Oh, have you ever seen Oh, I love Vortex. He's so handsome. He's too handsome for me, to be honest. I get flustered every time I see him. Honestly, there's some people that would be deterred by, like, the kind of, like, you know how he's, like, missing an eye? There's some people that find that hot. Me included. I feel like I am... Yeah, I have a crush on him. I'm glad I'm not in school anymore, because I get picked on for that. He wouldn't hurt him, because Nightmarion doesn't kill hellhounds. He'll kill anything but hellhounds. He'll kill imps, he'll kill sinners, he'll kill infestor demons. We only know about one infestor demon. Does anyone remember Rolando, whatever he's called, from Ghostbusters? From Ghostbusters? The 10th episode of Hell of the Boss. That one guy in the hotel. I think it was a hotel. I don't know, but the infestor demon. You know the guy? Orlando? He was in Nightshade's episode 2 as the main villain. How am I gonna do 8 episodes of Nightshades if I was barely able to get through the second one? If he's part hellhound, then he won't kill him. Nightmarion is he's a tool. He's a Swiss Army knife, basically. He can sense DNA. He can create portals. His portals are so strong, it can allow a sinner to enter a different ring, which is usually impossible. He can also turn into a more monstrous form, which none of you have seen yet. Only a Nightmarion can kill another Nightmarion. Can we agree that Nightmarion in the Helliverse AU is way better than Nightmarion from Darkest Desire? Because Nightmarion in there was just a parasite. The simple answer is no. Nightmarion would never kill Phil. But yeah, to answer your question, Nitro, about Vortex, I love him. I hope we see more of him. I hope we see how he met B. Because I love B. Can I just say I love you guys? Genuinely. Yes. That is a must. They must do that. I want more of my foxy wife. For anyone who's sad about the Helliverse AU ending, I've got a long way to go anyway. I just need to get my bearings straight. And then, well, I'll make the pilot for the reboot and see how that does. Because we'll establish a lot of things in it, like the everything being a dream. Because I want like the ending to be like special. Farewell is gonna be on New Year's Eve. The farewell episode is gonna be on New Year's Eve because make it seem more special if I ever get to it. Which is kind of seeming unlikely because genuinely that douchebag did a real number on my mental health. I had depression for a bit. But weirdly enough, depression seems to make me nicer. I'm sorry, that was a weird tangent. Hang on. I would send him to you, Blaze, but I'm not going anywhere near his channel because I want to forget he exists. I'm sending Nightmarion over. He's not gonna kill her. He's just gonna break her phone and probably broadcast. Because Nightmarion can do lots of things. He can basically broadcast something. He's gonna basically just blacklist her, basically. I'm gonna try and make it emotional because there is a pretty sad thing that's gonna happen in it. I need to establish Moxie, like, right now, because he's playing a major part in that one, and it'll be the last time everyone sees him. Yeah. Yeah, Luna gets on Nightmarion's back and he, like, swings through the city like Spider-Man. Imagine that. Visualize that. Visualize that. Luna on Nightmarion's back as he, like, swings through the city. Or, like, kind of just crawls through it by, like, using his tendrils. How do you think Nightmarion would move fast? Do you think he'd, like bounce his tendrils off the ground? Or do you think he'd, like, swing? Or do you think he'd just use his portals? I don't know. I don't know. I just give Nightmarion random abilities because why the hell not? Realistically, why is he on the Nightshades? Because the farewell video, the final video of the Helliverse AU, where it all comes to an end. Because everything good must come to an end. Yeah, I know, 100. I realize I'm getting it over my head there. Maybe like 80. I might just do 80 because genuinely I'm losing steam here. I'm like losing the motivation. I've lost motivation because of you know who, but before the reboot. Yeah, yeah, before I reboot this whole thing. Things I was meant to be going over things that will stay. Ban Ban and Bambolina will be Vanny's parents still. Glitchtrap and Vanny are still gonna be brothers, or brotherly figures. Flumbo's still gonna be a villain. Diane's still gonna be in the universe, but she's only gonna have like one interaction with Vanny. It's gonna be like an interaction where you wanted to ask someone you really want to meet something, but then you just got too nervous. I don't want to spoil anything. Things are gonna be changed as Actually, you know what? Never mind. I'll just go over like some of the basic stuff that will go on. So yeah, everything that before there was a dream, and don't milk it. People who hate on it can eat my ass and die. I feel like I'm turning into Jim Carrey. I'm turning into Jim Carrey, but I look like Nicholas Hoult. So Hoppy Hopscotch, but like a I'm 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 really glad. No RP in the chat, please. Christopher, no role playing in the chat, please. By the way, Ryan, every drawing that's had Vanny in it recently, they've been getting better and better. Like you managed to make Vanny look even cuter every single time. Everyone subscribe to Ryan McBain. He's the best. Hey, Koopalings fan. You're a moderator now. Subscribe to Koopalings fan. Even though Koopalings fans got like 8,000 subscribers. Oh my god. And people. Yeah, unfortunately. If I do a soft reboot, then she'll still be here along with Amy. And she'll have a little sister, but if it's the hard reboot, Zenny was just a figment of my imagination. So yeah, I know how much you all love Zenny. Zenny's a precious angel that deserves to be protected. But things must come to an end. Genuine, I know how much you all love her. You know, Zenny started off as a meme. What if? Thank you, Ryan. Has anyone, other than Ryan, has anyone here seen Zenny's human form? Zenny's human form is beautiful. Yeah, her human form is absolutely gorgeous. As a matter of fact, if you want to use Zenny in videos, if you check out Draco Awesomeness on DeviantArt, if you just search Zenny on DeviantArt, you can find some renders of Zenny, both the young version, her now, and her in human form, and even some in her full demon form. Thanks, Koopalings. I'm just gonna call you Koopaling, because that's easier. Everyone subscribe. Oh, wait, I already said that. Okay, let me just get my bearings straight. Koopalings fan, another goated friend. No, I haven't seen that. Sorry. Hey Ryan, I really can't wait to see your next set of drawings. Because genuinely, of all the people that draw, whether it be Mason, Asher, Ryder, and Ryan, I love Ryan's the most. Yeah, I've seen him in Dead by Daylight. He looks. I'm starting to think that Springtrap in Five Nights with Vanny Free was actually the same Springtrap from Dead by Daylight. Because honestly, he absolutely destroyed me. Vanny, of course, not me. And that sounds really, really sus. Can we get some W's for Ryan? Ryan is one of my favorite friends. I still remember, Ryan, when you didn't post, but now you make the best drawings. Oh, you mentioned me in that post? Okay, I'll check out later. How would someone make a Helliverse AU game? I feel like it would be. I want it to be an open world game, and you can be a lot of different characters. You could be like Doom Vanny, Gwen, Vanny, Dr. Sawyer, Nightmarion. Nightmarion would just be broken. He's like the character that gets cut from the game, and because he's too powerful, but he's actually left in the game. You'd also be some of the Hell Boss characters. You could be. They haven't really interacted that much, and they never will, because I've had to cut basically every has-been character from the Helliverse AU because of someone we don't like, our enemy. But we're not talking about him because he doesn't exist. Who are we talking about? I don't know. Who are we talking about? You ever seen Chicken Little? Chicken Little. I actually really love that movie. I don't care what anyone says about it. I love it. Okay. Who's more evil? Andrealphus or Gigan? From my AU, by the way. I think we know the obvious answer. I don't think you've seen Gigan in action. Gigan is a misogynistic psychopath. That would be cool. That would be cool. Like, I imagine like an open world shooter, or it could be like a GTA kind of thing. I went over this in the last stream. If it was a hell of a boss game, I want it to be like GTA. Even though have you seen Tesco advertisements? I live in the UK, so yeah, I see Tesco advertisements. More specifically, I live in Scotland with Diamonds. She would be pretty vulnerable because she's literally the. Okay, it hasn't popped up here, so it'll be in my mentions probably. So I don't remember. I don't remember Tesco's advertisements being funny. Oh yeah, you live in Ukraine. I live in the UK. I find that the UK just barely has anything that happens, which the closest thing we had to a natural disaster was Storm Iowan, which was just really powerful wind. It was probably because like a typhoon was going on in a different country. But yeah, I just hope we never had to experience a natural disaster, like a true one, like an earthquake or a tsunami. Sorry. Uh, I'm not gonna disclose exactly where I live because I just know my address gets leaked. I'm gonna find a red dot on me somewhere. Is more evil. I don't. Who's Chris Banwa? My government is. But here's the thing: the YouTube. Well, actually no. The government are just becoming predators at this point. At this point, every like organization is just becoming a predator at this point. But as long as I stay stated in Brazil, I'll be fine. You should all probably like change your locations as well. I'm in Brazil. Just don't do like anywhere in America or UK or Australia. Christopher, who's Chris Banwa? Oh. Oh, him easily. Yeah, Chris Banwa's definitely he's more evil. Keep in mind, Marion operates in hell, so he kills bad people. An evil. I feel okay in my homeland. California. Well, not gonna say his name. Okay, it's fine. Out of Crimson. In my AU, Tiger Rock ripped his jaw out and kind of crushed his head. Tiger Rock might have some kind of angelic power to him because he actually managed to kill Crimson. Really jaw-dropping stuff, if you ask me. But it's gonna be like fighting a brick wall with him. Crimson had it coming anyway. He tried to enforce. Didn't Crimson try and get Moxie married to damn Chaswick or whatever his name was? The Machine Gun Kelly Shark? And then Chaz friggin' dies. I haven't seen that episode, I just know basically what happens. Because I'd rather not watch Hell of the Boss Season 2 because because I'm emotionally attached to these characters, that's where everything like personal happens. Like Mastermind. Good God. I will never ever. Oh yeah, exactly. Exactly. Tiger Rock is Omni-Man and Crimson's Homelander. Except he just went. Are we talking just enough? Are we talking in a fist fight? Are we talking in a fist fight, or or am I just myself and they have everything they have? I think you meant Krusty the Clown. I don't know. Can are they just normal human strength? Because I have little to no fighting experience. I feel like though, if we're just talking, they're just human and they don't have any magical powers or anything, or they're gadgets. Dr. Eggman, because he has barely any fighting experience as well. But if this is just a fight, like if we're just fighting normally, if it's a fist fight. Hey, Ryder. Yeah, that's a fair point. You can date any more. Rosalina. Yeah, I know. I know what they are. I know what a Viltrumite is. It's just a ripoff Kryptonian. No offense if you're a fan of Invincible, but that's practically what it is. And Homelander is just an experiment. I don't know Crusto the Clown. I haven't seen that one. Okay, if you could fight any one of these, keep in mind, Charlie's a demon, so unless John Cena has some angelic weaponry, that's the only way he can kill her. Besides, can we just not talk about killing Charlie Morningstar? We don't want to. We don't want someone. We don't want someone who. Yeah. Trying to think of something to talk about. Okay, if you had to fight either one of these four indie horror characters, who would you fight? Would you either fight Freddy Fazbear, Huggy Wuggy, Ban Ban, or Mr. Peterson? Who would you fight? I don't know which one I would fight. I'm not fighting Ban Ban because that's my dad. I can't doubt you can even. Here's the thing though, Freddy's an animatronic. If we're talking movie Freddy, then all you gotta do is like if you're facing all four of them at the same time, I feel like what you gotta do is you gotta draw something. Like I don't know, Mr. Peterson killing the kids. Then you can turn Freddy on Mr. Peterson. And then if you can, oh, that would be awesome. And then I feel like and Bam Bam, if you can get him on your side, you can tell him. You tell Bam Bam that Huggy Wuggy has a nice pancreas. So then he'll attack like Huggy. And then you can focus on disabling Freddy. Or you just put on the mask and then you'll be fine. You could mod it. Keep in mind, Helluva Boss is an adult show. But then again, how many teens are probably watching this stuff? Come on, we develop. We're desensitized to stuff like that. That's how I found. I feel like Water Bucket will work on Freddy Fazbear. Literally a fall from a deathly height. That wasn't even able to kill Huggy. Then again, I think he had some help from the prototype. Do you think Puppy Playtime Chapter 5 is gonna start with a Huggy Wuggy commercial? Because I think Huggy Wuggy is gonna be a major part of Chapter 5. Superman, easily. Luna. Keep in mind, Simpsons is owned by Disney now, so I don't think they even... Ryan, but here's the thing. Would you really want Disney owning Helluva Boss? I certainly would not. We don't want Bob Iger ruining something else. They better not touch my girl. Okay, Nitro, I'll see it. I'll see it in a bit. Besides, Huggy wouldn't even be able to hurt him. Blaze, that was just a rumor. That was just a rumor. Besides, Disney are just a bunch of bitchy Italians. Of all countries' people, Italians are just the most easily annoyed. You did Luna dressed as Sonic. And Sonic dressed as Luna, didn't you? He also did Roxy dressed as Shadow and Shadow dressed as Roxy. And then believe Jeff. Believe Jeff. Chris is an idiot. Not you, Christopher. Not you, Christopher. No offense to Chris, but don't let him tell you. Don't let him tell you what you're allowed to watch. Believe Jeff. I mean, Blaze X Luna. That would be the same voice actor. Disney would just... I mean, then again, Disney are making woke things anyway, so... might as well. Would that apply to Mario and Luigi? What do you mean, Mario and Luigi? No. I'm talking about real Italians. Yeah, they're just whingy. They just whine at everything. Mainly when it comes to food. Because they have higher standards. You can't see it, but I'm doing like the... You know that hand thing that Italians do when they get annoyed? I'm doing that. I was doing that when I was taking the piss earlier. But yeah, if I went to Italy, I would be doing anything I can just to annoy them. I would just get on a podium and just break spaghetti right in front of them. And then proceed to get gunned down. Because I know someone's going to take that really personally. Yeah, screw the Italians. I actually like pineapple on pizza. Controversial opinion. I'm like Deadpool. Okay, this might disgust you, but I like pineapple and olive. In my defense, Deadpool ordered that in the first movie. And yes, it is sweet and salty. Olives are good. I like olives. My mom likes green olives. She hates black olives. Have any of you ever had an eclair before? Like a cream-filled eclair. You ever had one of those? Because I love those. Yeah, I like olives. All of the time. Bad pun. Bad puns with Vanny. I'm thinking about getting like a face mask that has Vanny's mouth on it and then like some red sunglasses, and I'll just wear my hood. So then at least I can show my face slightly. I like the mystery of like not knowing what people look like. Undercooked pizza. Yeah. I actually depending on the type, I only put like pizzas in the oven for like about like 10 to 12 minutes just so it's not like too burnt, because I don't like when the cheese gets like too burnt and charred, because it just looks really unappealing. I might have an iron stomach. One time I got food poisoning. One time I got a norovirus, and that was absolute. Really nice. I'm never doing a face reveal, but I will say I look like Nicholas Holt. So there's your estimate. I don't look entirely like him, but I kind of resemble him. If I was bald, I'd look a bit more like him. Why has Nicholas Holt just been everywhere? He was in Nosferatu. Oh, that's better. In the AU, he was actually created by him, but yeah, he was. Yeah, I give that to Tiger Rock because Tiger Rock's unpredictable. He's vicious, relentless. What's your favorite thing to have on pizza? Last time I had mushroom pepperoni. I like having pineapple though. The thing I hate is onion. Yeah, it's awesome that Kelsey Grammer's coming back for Avengers Doomsday. I seriously can't believe that they're getting Ian McKellen back. I would. They're also getting back Rebecca Romaine, even though I would personally prefer Jennifer Lawrence. I swear. Beelzebub actually got. Yeah, she did. Wait, hang on. Okay, never mind. I thought someone was gonna come right into my room. You know my sister? Oh yeah, James Marsden. I hope James Marsden references Sonic. I hope he does. Imagine if Imagine if Cyclops references Sonic because James Marsden has been in all 3 Sonic movies. Imagine that. I'm definitely going to see Avengers Doomsday because I need to know what it's like to be in an Avengers movie. Have any of you seen any of the Avengers movies in theaters? Oh yeah! Oh yeah, he's also Sideshow Bob. Has anyone seen an Avengers movie in theaters? Is it really as loud as people say it is? Because I'm gonna need to go with someone that doesn't get. What was everyone cheering? Was everyone cheering? That's what I need to know. So imagine when everyone's gonna start cheering when everyone. Yes, I hope that gets canceled too. Yeah, you know, Avengers Endgame was actually the first thing I watched when I got Disney Plus. I was gonna watch Fantastic Four, but they didn't have it at the time. Oh, they didn't cheer. People cheered when I saw a Minecraft movie. But yeah, Koopaling's fan, I agree. Racism is not cool. If people are genuinely praising, that means they are definitely racists. Yeah, that seems awesome. The soundtrack, that is the best rendition of the Avengers theme. It's one I actually see paired with other scenes from movies. I tell you, you put the Avengers theme over, I don't know, I don't know. Do you mean Venom? Do you mean Venom? Venom version of Luna? Because honestly, that would be hot. We are Lunam. As much as that would be hot, just keep it away from Luna. She's pure as she is. Okay, she's not pure. She's a hellhound after all. But to me, she's pure. Bell MF wants to press support. I'm gonna pray. I'm gonna praise. Oh yeah, Ready Player One. That is an underrated movie. That movie's awesome. It makes me really just want like this like dystopian future. I really just want to be. Wait, seriously? Seriously, there's actually something based on Venom. I'll need to check that out later. Can we agree? As much as like a lot of us here, Skya and Ghost. That's a nice name for a dog. Ghost. I enjoy having friends like you. I genuinely. That's Spielberg. I haven't seen Saving Pirate Ryan, but yeah, I actually really like Ready Player One. Oh God, I'm gonna be real here. I'm not really a big anime fan. I especially don't like anime characters that just have layers upon layers of like muscle and biceps. Because God, that's the whole thing on DeviantArt is just giving characters muscles. Ugh. I mean, like exaggerated muscles. I mean, even though there are sometimes denim. We are denim. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna. I'm gonna have to check that out because that actually sounds pretty funny. I know they made a parody of the Blob, Basket Case. I will say though, I did actually try and watch One Punch Man. I only got like one episode in, just lost interest. The only anime I really watched I only watched the entire one season of anime because of a friend I had. Rest in peace. But he really liked My Hero Academia, and in his version of it, his character was actually adopted by Midnight. It was I loved hearing those stories. I'm gonna miss them. Yeah. So what are you people gonna do for the rest of your day? Lawcrafts. I watched that like one time, but it's not for me. I don't really watch cartoons anymore. I really just watch indie animation, and that's about it. I really need to tap into Murder Drones. Why they made a Luna mask? Furries. I'm gonna be real here. I would wear a Luna fursuit, even though I've never worn a fursuit any ever. So yeah, that's not really a like a face mask or the other mask, the mask that we don't like. Oh yeah, that's what you mean. Yeah, that. Yeah, I could agree. I'd probably just wear a mask. Probably would wear the mask. Yeah, I'd probably only watch season one because it's more simple. There's not a lot of for some. Yeah, that would be cool, but once again, Hell of a Boss is an adult show. Then again, I got introduced to Hell of a Boss. Well, DeviantArt introduced me to Hell of a Boss. Oh, so like a rubber mask. WTF. You know, I actually have I have a pillow that has Luna on it. It also has Diane on the other side. It's really nice. It's a better alternative to having a body pillow. Then again, my IKEA Shark double is perfect for that. It's the biggest plush I have. So what are you people gonna do when for the rest of your day? Or night, depending on where you live. I think Luna could actually look really great in live action. Or just imagine what she'd look like in DreamWorks' animation style. Oh my god, imagine that. I mean, Diane was hot. So imagine Luna in the bad guys animation style. Imagine Luna in the bad guys art style. I'm telling you. You're gonna have one happy rabbit. You can't see right now, but I'm like shaking my phone. DreamWorks anime. Yeah, in like the bad guy. Also in the bad guys animation style. Oh my god, that would. Let's be real here. In the previous short, that guy was way too trusting. He was. Yes. My response to that, yes. Granted, I imagine it wouldn't do well in the box office because you have the overwhelming amount of haters. But the haters can eat my ass. Like, I'll find a hater and make him eat my ass. I won't actually, but. I may have to work on a video where Diane and Luna have like a moment together. Yeah, but the haters, they're just mean people. Listen, I'm not really the best in the heads, to be honest. I'm pretty much unstable. Yeah. Zenny has one of the best, like, origins. Just started off as a weird abomination, turned into something absolutely beautiful. And now she has an entire. If I last long enough for Zenny to have an actual fan base, then you all just own Zenny. Oh, your Roxanne plush. Oh, sorry about that. I've never had root beer, so. If you want some, is Ryan still here? Ryan, my guy, are you still here? Oh, yeah. Oh, thanks. What was I gonna say? I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, yeah. You want some advice for voice acting? I got some advice for some characters. Like, okay, if you want to do Sir Dadadu, you want to do like kind of deep Russian voice, something like this, and then you want to use audio effects to like make it deeper because he has like a really really deep voice. I'm I'm actually wondering if his voice actor is even a real person. His voice actor is Pro Aga. I don't even know if Pro Aga is a real person. Like, that sounds like an AI. Can we agree that the Garnet Bame characters sound like they're voiced by AI? Like, except for Bittergiggle, Bouncelia, um, 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 what's this, Syringeon, and Sheriff Toadster, like, they sound sort of genuine, but genuinely they sound, I don't know how they manage to sound so robotic. Especially Ban Ban. As a matter of fact, Ban Ban is the first character to actually talk in the franchise. 3 stones with one... No. 3 birds with 1 stone. I get all of your key cards, I got the perfect specimen, and I don't have to deal with that thing down there. And it's all thanks to you. I think Bambolina is the second character to talk. Isn't it funny how Ban Ban literally isn't in the first game? It's the second game he finally appears. You know why I think I like Garnet Bame so much? It's because every game you just get a bunch more characters. And I'm a sucker for just a big ensemble cast of just colorful characters. Then, you have us, Stinger Flynn. You've had a rough day, I can tell. I feel like Bambolina might, when I do her for the reboot, I think she'll that's gonna be like her her civilian name, her like more regular name. No, her name, because her real name is Weverly Mason. If you're... Yeah. Have you ever seen the movie Step Brothers? Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly. Have you ever seen that movie? That movie's hilarious. Because you're basically watching Megamind and Wreck-It Ralph in the same room. Kind of think if there isn't any cats and cat-based character in Garnet Bam Bam. Luna, that'd be... Yeah, John C. Reilly's a good actor. What's your favorite Will Ferrell movie? I like Megamind. Nice. I'm gonna try to do my best Megamind impression. Be ready for this. Because I might die laughing. Mm-hmm. It's okay, I didn't care for the second one, either. Oh, you liked Barbie? Yeah, I remember watching Barbie. I wasn't a fan. Megamind's good, though. I also like Despicable Me 4. Wait, he was in The Boys? No way. Anyway, you're right. I'll always be a villain. You call this predictable? I'm your space dad. You've been blessed with unfathomable power. On what? It's unfathomable. It's without fathom. The atrocity is mine! Well, maybe I don't want to be the bad guy anymore. What else? What else does he say? Presentation! You know the thing about bad guys? They always lose! That was really stereotypical. Minion! Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. You're no longer called Minion. You're called Old Chum. Screw that. Yeah, I don't trust Etsy products. The only Etsy product I want is the gigantic Luna plush. Have you seen the gigantic Luna plush? Oh my god. That would literally take up an entire corner of my room. Okay, you're about to hear me turning off my brain. Yeah, they do look great. They're just... Okay, this is what happens when I turn off my brain. Flint and steel. There's something wrong with me. I need therapy. I need the therapy. I need the therapy. You can't see, but I'm just making weird faces. I didn't hear about it, but I knew I heard about the new title. So who's the villain gonna be this time? I don't care about the plot, I just care about the villain. Am I the only one who stands for Ice Age 6? Because I'm not one person that doesn't care how many friggin' movies, how many sequels they make. I just care about... Yeah, it's like £1,000. But I'm telling you, I donate my entire shin for it. Not that shin really has any manners because it has nothing valuable in it. I donate my... Yeah, I think I'll... Then again, it's been delayed to like next year, and so I've got more movies I'm gonna go see in 2027 than I do in 2026. The ones I know for 2026 are Clayface and Avengers Doomsday. 2027, I got Sonic 4, GXK Supernova, and Ice Age Boiling Point. Oof. We're getting Coco 2 in 2029. Disney, you're scootering up again. I swear Bob Iger held Pixar at gunpoint. The Odyssey. Do you think a Garnt and Bam Bam movie should be made? I think it would be an interesting idea. Sonic 4, ooh, nice. Yeah. I think instead of Garnt and Bam Bam won the movie, just focusing on the first game, I think it should focus on, like, free games. 1, 2, and 3. And then the sequel can focus on the next 3, and then the third movie can do the rest that come out. Maybe Garnt and Bam Bam 1 could even tap into, like, Garner Bandmaid 5 because that's going to be a prequel. Or maybe they could also tap... I don't know how they could tap... Maybe Garner Bandmaid 2, the movie. Isn't he dead? Oh, no, wait. No, wait. You're talking about the woman. You're talking about the woman. Sorry. I was thinking Commander Walters. You're about to hear me... No, I shouldn't do that because I shouldn't hit myself because this might interpret that as a microphone falling over and I could get my entire channel deleted. You hear about that? Someone getting their entire channel terminated because they dropped their microphone. Do you hear about that? God's sake. Absolute BS. Anyway, new topic. Do you like spicy stuff? My favorite hot sauce is Frank's Red Hot. Only way I can make mashed potatoes tolerable for me because it's so bland. What's 1 hour? What's 191 minutes in hours? Because I'm pretty sure I've been going for like 3 hours. I have no idea how long I've been going on for. Who knows? I've been going on for a while. I sometimes feel like I'm boring a lot of you. But I know you genuinely support me, so why should I care? You know, this is actually going way better than I thought I would. Considering that my brother is just being demented. Is everyone okay? Gone a bit silent. Hey Ryan, you okay? Listening to this like it's a podcast, probably. Nice. If I could make Zenny plush, like makeshift or like YouTube's probably, I'd probably get like one free because I'm like the owner of the character. If I could give like 3 random people a Zenny plush completely for free, I'd give Ryan one, I'd give Aiden one, and I would give Ryder or Drastic maybe. I'd give all 3 or 4 of them a free Zenny plush. Miraculous. Is the movie or the show? Probably the show. Yeah, there's a massive like fan base behind that. I heard is the movie on Netflix good? The Miraculous movie? Okay, the show, of course. Something about my... Oh, sorry, yeah. Just like, I feel like I'd only be able to give like a certain amount of people a free Zenny plush. But if I could do like 5 people, I would give you one as well. If I could give as many people, I'd give all my friends and supporters a free Zenny plush. Because y'all deserve Zenny. Zenny loves you all. It's true. I really love you all. I love you all as much as my dad and my mom and my aunts and all my friends. And my wife and my daughter and my little sister. Do you like my Zenny voice? Zenny's the best OC ever, in my opinion, because I created her. I would take one and have her sit on the, you know, because have her sit on, because B and Zenny, they're married, so that'd be cute. Something about my brother, because he acts like an elephant seal. He just like barks constantly. He just makes like, wah, yeah, but louder as the days go by. So, how old is he? I think you mean she. Zenny's a she, and she's 25. Zenny is 25 years old, but when she evolved when she was 18. She actually like skipped a few years. Oh, my brother. He's like 6, and still babbles like a child. It's goddamn irritating. But I've managed to ignore it because I'm talking to all of you. So normally I would be screaming. I'd be probably tearing my hair out, but knowing I gotta focus on you over him, I can drown him out. Besides, I have a lot of plush next to me. I know, I'm just not used to having. Yeah, you thought she was 24. She skipped a few years to 24, and then she became 25, and on the 2nd of July. I made that her birthday because I could remember it because it was the release date for Jurassic World Rebirth, which I went to see that month, and honestly, it was great. By the way, I love that birthday video you made of her. Really love it. I know, here's the thing, Vanny being a Stitch Walker, that means they don't age, but they'll still have a birthday. Or at least the day they were brought to life. I decided to make it my actual birthday. It's just the year would be different. Actually, I don't think the year would even matter because they don't age. Stitch Walkers don't age. They just learn. Jesus. I have a pretty hyper dog. He's like 1 year old now. If I had a Prime account, I'd probably watch Aspen. I love that. Genuinely. I would genuinely love that. And my mom and dad could be there. And Diane. And Zenny and Amy. You know, Amy's only met me like once. Remember, I just realized that. No, wait. Amy's been. I was about to say Amy's only been in like 1 video, but no, she's been in 2. You know, Amy was a background character that didn't even have a name. Well, I think she did, but it was given to her by like fans. I just gave her the name Amy, inspired by like Amy Lee from Evanescence, because I wanted to give her like a really kind of emo sounding. I wanted to give her like an emo sounding name. I was like, what's like the most emo band? Evanescence. I've never seen Alpha and Omega. Hey, Donut. Are you calling me donuts? Did you just call me a donut? Who do you think you are, Gordon Ramsay? Me and that ADHD. Yeah. I keep suggesting the idea to my mom to get a cat. It's an ADHD meme. Why'd you say donuts? Everyone in my family finds my brother annoying, but they don't even really try and stop him. They only just rant at him. And then they just let him go on for another hour, and it's me that's losing my shit up here. Sorry for my language. I'm far enough into this. Oh, I get it. Yeah, she's a hellhound. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, Koopaling. She is a hellhound. She was 19. She was 19 when she was adopted. She should have been, like, put on the streets or euthanized, like, when she turned 18, but she was vicious. She was a vicious one because you know why? She was a victim of Geigen's misogyny. Geigen pulled his whole nice guy act on her before revealing his true colors. I wanted to imply that Geigen committed SA on people, but then I decided to make him a misogynist because why not? Also, Geigen is also meant to take the piss out of that jerkhead. 15. Do the Koopalings have canonical ages? Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do it in a funny way. You know, Vox was the first character to drop an uncensored F-bomb. That was actually voiced by me. He says, "Can never catch a fucking break around here." By the way, Vox is still in the AU, by the way. I know I said cut all had been of characters except for Alistair and Adam, but Vox is still here. I might end the stream in a little bit so I can have some nuggets. Because I'm getting hungry. I have a muffin waiting in the fridge as well. For my UK viewers, how many of you are from the UK? I know Ryan's from the UK. Oh, that would be cute. Please, why don't you ask Ryan? Actually, never mind about that question about the being in the UK. Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna end the stream here because I'm just kind of bored now. But thank you for being a part of this stream, and I'll see you next time. I can't wait to see the art, by the way, Ryan. So, thank you, and I love you all. It's been fun. Bye, Blaze. Bye, Koopaling. Okay, bye.